Thank you very much for coming. So today we want to talk about leadership when building a winning team to take you through the storm. So your presenter, myself, CoachBM. My full name is Brian Mahuni, and I'm a business and career consultant. I've been doing that for 3 years now. I'm also a market and social researcher. I've been doing that for 7 years. And I'm also a leadership coach, a reader and author. I read a lot, just trying to continue learning and also helping others to learn. I'm also the current CEO and owner of Brian Mahuni Consulting Services. I'm also an associate partner with a regional research consultants and a partner to a regional career consultants firm. I have a BA honors in development studies with the Midland State University. I've also done an executive certificate in monitoring and evaluation with the University of Zimbabwe. So talking about building a winning team to take you through the storm, which is the topic for the day. When you're in tough situations, the key thing that you need to do, first of all, is to build a strong team. And then this is what you need to do first. You need to be in charge of your business, being in charge of your organization. No matter what kind of business you are in or organization that you are working with, you need to take that hot seat. You don't need to run away. I know most leaders, when things get tough, they disappear, but it's not what you're supposed to do as a leader. If you want to be successful and survive the storm, then you need to say this to yourself: I am in charge. Say, I am in charge, so that you build the necessary spirits to take you through the storm as you lead your team. Then the first thing that you need to look at is passion. Look at yourself, think about yourself. Do you have the passion that is necessary? Because passion rules. I like this saying from a book by Kevin Kelly and Gary E. Heiss, which says, as a leader, you must organization and the people you work with. So you need passion. Develop this passion. Build this passion within yourself. And the next thing is you need to think about talent acquisition. You might have an existing business and a team that you have recruited before even the storm that you can then work with, and you build it for the storm, because some of them might not have encountered situations like that. And then when you get to the storm, you actually need to reorganize your team. However, some would actually include new recruits into that team, and you have a mix of the old team players and the new team players. Or some would actually start a business in these situations. For example, see that thing about talent. Talent is very crucial. Talent is very important. It's not just recruitment, but think talent. Then you need to have talent focus. Focus on talent. Focus on talent. And when I say focus on talent, this is what I'm trying to say. You need to recruit for talent and train for skill. Talent is infinite. You can never exhaust it. You only need to continue growing it and developing it. Once you recruit someone with talent, it means that you are going to be used. Talent has to be aligned to your organizational purpose. You need to make sure that the talent that you're acquiring is aligned to your organizational purpose. Then you need to look out for flexibility. It's very important. You need to look out for attitude. You need to look out for commitment. When you are recruiting people, it's not enough to just have a 30-minute interview and you then say you have decided to either whether this recruit can work or not work for your business. So it's actually very important to take time. You have 2-3 interviews and you have personality checks, background checks, and everything, so that you understand who you are dealing with here, and you also make a guided decision, a proper decision. Then diversity is everything. You need to make sure that you have a diverse team that you are working with, because you need to have different people, even when it comes to gender, when it comes to age, skills, even personalities. You need to have different personalities within your team, because those different personalities and different characteristics will serve you at some point. Because in some instances, you can see that you need women to take charge. In some instances, you need men, or maybe age as well. It's very important. You need to make sure that you balance it. You have more mature people and those experienced people who have encountered different things in the past. They've got experience. So you need those people, and you also need the young people who come in with energy and also focus, and also even new things, bringing new ideas. You need creativity. Creativity is also very, very important in when you are building teams. You need to check whether these people that you are bringing in have that creativity. And you also need to assess even your own team, like think about it, look into the team and make sure that you understand each and every one of them, to see if they have got some creativity that they can you can have from them. So you need to revisit everyone. Even for those who have worked with you for 10 years, probably there's some talents that you haven't picked. So you need to look at that. And then fill in the gaps. If you have a team that you are working with and you notice some gaps, fill in the gaps so that you have a complete team. Then the next thing is positioning. You need to position whoever you have in your team, position them properly. Give people, get people, key people and keep in the right position. They have to be in the right position. Imagine having a team. You need, even if it's soccer, you have defenders, you have the strikers, you have midfielders, and you need to make sure that you have key people in each of these fields, so that they can drive and they can lead their different departments or different disciplines that they are operating in. And then position everyone according to talents. Talent is very important, and that's why I keep on emphasizing, because talent is something that people are are best at, and then they do it with so much love and passion. So that's what you need to pay attention. You need to give people to let people do what they love and what they are good at. Then skills are very important. You also need experience. Experience is key. Experience is key. You need experience. Check experience and see where you can put those people. And then you don't need to be scared to shift people and experiment different structures and different reorganization of your team. You need to do that. Just shift, get people into the right positions. Make sure if someone is not performing in a certain area better in a storm, during a storm, because some people will do well when you during normal times, but when you're in a storm, they start failing, they start falling, even doing the things that they were good at. So you need to revisit that and see how can you reposition your team and make sure they positioned to make an impact. Then you need to identify leaders who help you. Within those teams, you need to have leaders who are able to make sure that they actually lead the sub teams. So you can create sub teams and then place leaders for those sub teams, and that will actually make a stronger team. But it will be made of different parts, and you have strong leaders within that team. You need leaders, definitely. Then the next thing Once you have recruited, you have acquired your talent, you have looked at everyone and you have repositioned them, you have positioned the new people properly, and you have key people in right position, you start nurturing your team. In report from again, which says too much focus on hard stuff is a sign of mediocrity. Good leaders focus on guiding, helping, and maximizing human potential of their teams rather than slash and burn tactics and putting people's livelihoods on the line just to balance the books. Too much focus on cost cutting and everything. Focus on team, focus on helping and building and guiding your team, and then build and maximize the potential of your team. So the next thing is to train people. You need to train them what the organization stands for. You need to train them how that purpose benefits them so that you'll be together. And this is what you need to make sure that they understand. They understand the vision, mission. They understand the values. They need to understand where you are going as the business and how you want to go in there. And also the values that will guide you in the process. Then the next thing is you need to make sure that they understand their responsibilities. Teams, people, everyone need to understand their responsibility. If you ask them what they do, they don't need to tell you titles, but they need to tell you what they are responsible for. That's empowerment, and you are giving them power to act. And then teach them how to communicate with you as a leader and how to communicate with each other. If you have a team that's not good at communicating with each other, it simply means you don't have a team actually. You just have a group of people. So you need to make sure that you teach them how to communicate with you and each other. And when to come to you, you need to teach them how to identify opportunities and challenges and taking advantage of opportunities. And then also solving challenges. You need to teach them how do you solve challenges if you encounter certain challenges. In some instances, even if you're not there as a leader, they need to be able to act on those challenges. They need to solve them and actually turning those challenges into opportunities again. So opportunity. Take advantage of opportunities that you identified. And when you identify the challenges, you need to turn them into opportunities, and then you win. If your team is like that, it means that you have the right team